Storytelling, to me personally, is experience making. Because you can tell a story on video, you can tell a story on film. These media have been around for an awfully long time. Everybody kind of knows how to do it very well. My interest is in experiential movies, what I call immersive cinema. And so it's a completely different way of telling a story. And I got hooked on it long ago as a very young guy when I was working on 2001: A Space Odyssey for Stanley Kubrick. And so that was my introduction to feature film movie making. And so it led to a really, terrific resume, because being associated with that movie and special effects was a calling card that would get me into any studio. And that led to Blade Runner and Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Star Trek: The Motion Picture and, a lot of those kind of movies. I was making this movie Brainstorm in the early 80s, but when we were nearly finished with live action photography, Natalie Wood died in a drowning accident. And the studio declared force majeure. Force majeure is an act of nature, and said, well, we have to abandon this movie. And it was the hardest thing I've ever been through to get that movie finished, against all odds and against the will of the studio. By the time I got the movie done, there was new management at the studio who could care less. They didn't distribute or promote the movie very well. And so it was a compounded disappointment for me. And I said, I've just got to do something else. And so I sold my house in LA, and I really liked the Berkshires because it's an artistic community, and I fell in love with the place. And I started looking for work that would not be feature films, because I was just completely burnt out on the whole thing. And along came the Back to the Future ride that Steven Spielberg was trying to do, based on the Back to the Future trilogy of films. It was a ride for Universal Studios theme park, and it was a simulation ride. And I had developed the whole simulation ride concept years before when I was at Paramount. And they couldn't figure out how to make it work. And I said, well, I'll do it. I'd love to do it. So we did the whole Back to the Future ride in these old textile mills in Housatonic, Massachusetts, about 20 minutes from here. And that was proof to me that we could actually do world-class filmmaking in a remote location like this. And so what's going on here is an exploration of what I call the future, a kind of hyper cinema. How do we make movies bigger, better, brighter, more impactful, and more involving and more immersive? Now, if you want to tell a bigger story like I want to do, I want the audience to be more immersed in the movie and directly experience the movie. The screen has got to be a lot bigger, but it's got to be a lot sharper, and it needs to be a lot brighter. And one of the things that's been acknowledged now by some of the major filmmakers is the 24 frames a second, which has been the standard of the industry for, since the 20s, since talking movies began, is inadequate for 3D and inadequate for fast action. And our movies are filled with fast action. And if you actually analyze the individual frames in a movie, you'll see there's a tremendous amount of blurring and lost information. And I found out years ago when I was doing my show scan film process, which was one of my stepping stones along the way to immersive cinema, that I was shooting 70mm film at 60 frames a second, putting it on giant screens at double the brightness. And everybody said, my God, it's like 3D without glasses. I feel that the movie screen has become a window onto reality. And I started exploring how to make a new kind of movie experience. Now, because of digital cinematography and digital projectors, it's effortless to go to high frame rate. We can do it easily. Flip of a switch and you're at 120 frames a second, which is what I'm experimenting with here. And the illusion on the screen becomes much more like a window onto reality. We can shoot over there on that green screen with a digital camera at 120 frames a second. The camera can be suspended weightlessly in the middle of the stage, be supported by this crane. But there's sensors all over that crane. So the computer knows exactly where it's pointed, what the focal length of the lens is, where the focus is set, and where it is three-dimensionally on the stage. That goes into the computer and generates the background for that scene. So I can superimpose actors into a computer-generated environment in real time, not a post-production process. It's all about real time. We see it instantly. So we can immerse actors in a synthetic environment in real time and shoot very quickly, because I don't have to build any sets and I don't have to go on locations. I shoot it all right here. We're on a small stage. There's only like 6 people here. This is not a 150 people movie crew on location with 40 tractor trailers and remote generators and stuff. This is very inexpensive. Now, it's not for everybody. It's absolutely not appropriate for most movies, but I'm making weird science fiction movies that call for sets that are alien planets and strange spacecraft, so it all has to be made anyway. So my mission is to make a movie, the first movie that'll be made this way, and show it to people, because showing it is everything. I feel like I'm kind of a mountain climber or an explorer or something. I like finding something that no one's found before. It's a lot of fun, and I love kind of being ahead of the curve. And we're going to break new ground, and that's just very exciting.